going on a self-imposed buying ban, and this is the haul of thrillers that I got to see me through to the end. Let's dive in. It is true. I literally cannot get any more books. I have a 40 plus book long TBR. And when I say TBR, I mean physical copies. Okay. I have so many books. They are coming out of my ears. And while that's okay, right? Because I do sell like blind book bundles. So it's okay because a lot of them I will use for that. It just has become too much. It's like an obsession. It's turned into I'm the stalker and I am the stalker of the books. And I can't have that right now. Let's dive into this final haul that's going to tide me over quite some time. The only asterisk that I'm going to put is that there are a few new releases I do intend to buy. So I'm going to let those ones slide through. But as far as buying like a bunch of books, I'm not going to do that. That's going to be super tough, especially at the thrift store where they're 25 cents. Like I can't even with that, but we'll see how long it lasts. You know, we'll see. Okay. For this last haul, I didn't really have like a theme in mind. Obviously they are all thrillers, but I didn't really necessarily have a theme in mind. What I ended up noticing afterward is that they are all kind of lesser known authors or lesser known titles by popular authors. And I really like that. I am, I love a good viral moment, but I also think that it's important to look past what's currently viral and kind of see older titles that deserve more hype and kind of read authors' past works, etc. Right? I am a very well-rounded bookworm of the unhinged type. I like to read books from now, books from then, books from here, books from there, and everywhere. Okay. Let's start with this one. This is The Pink Hotel by Liska Jacobs. I talked about this in my June TBR prompts video. I chose this because, let me see what my slip said again. It said to choose a book with a color that matches your current emotional state. And this is the only book that I actually had, which worked out. I bought it like a couple days before I filmed that video. So this is actually the only book that I had that had a color in the title. So I went with it. It looks to be very, very good. It says the Pink Hotel closes its doors to outsiders, and Keith and Kit find themselves confined with an anxious, disgruntled staff and growing roster of eccentric, ultra-wealthy, dangerously idle guests who flock to the hotel for sanctuary, company, and entertainment. So this gives me a hint of the unwedding because of like the exclusiveness of the resort. It gives me a hint of the movies The Purge because of like all of the turmoil existing on the outer world, giving hints of quite a few books and motion pictures. So we'll see how it goes. I'm very excited. So we'll see how all of those pieces fit together to form this puzzle. Next, we had Kate Williams' Never Coming Home. I am super excited to read this because it sounds like it's just up my alley. It says 10 influencers, one island, a vacation to die for. And it's set in an exclusive destination with white sand beaches, turquoise seas, and luxury accommodations. I don't know why, but I'm having such a moment with like exclusive beachfront resorts or exclusive luxury hotels. Like I must be in my travel vicariously through your books era because I cannot wait to read this. I hear really great things about it, although it's not super well known. And this one was actually the cheapest one that I got. It was $4.97. So I'm pretty excited. It must be an older title. And it does. The only thing that I'm kind of like about is that I just right now saw that it was a young adult title. So we'll see. I previously had gotten another book, Natasha Preston's The Island, that sounded a lot like this one. And that one was definitely young adult. So I DNF'd. But I'm hoping that I can finish this one. We'll see. I'm kind of bummed because I literally just saw that right now. So hopefully good things. Okay. Now this one here is not from Books A Million. I actually got this from Target, but I got it on the same day right after I left Books A Million. And that is The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. I swear I'm the last person on earth to have read The Housemaid. her first book in this 3-part series. And literally I had no idea what I was getting into. I still wake up thinking about The Housemaid in the middle of the night. My toddler also helps me wake up in the middle of the night. But I finished The Housemaid so fast. I was truly shocked at all of the things that happened within this, like within the book. It just really shocked me. It left in a really great spot too. So I'm excited to see where this one picks up. If you haven't read The Housemaid, highly recommend. Top tier. Absolutely 100% you should read it. It's worth every single piece of hype. I am a tinge concerned that this one is not going to live up to that, as many sequels in both books and movies tend to do, but we're going to give it all we've got because I can't wait to see what happens next. This one I got to share with my own sister. It's called The Favorite Sister by Jessica Knoll. I did find her other book, or one of at least her other books, Luckiest Girl Alive. It's a little free library. I have it in the closet. I haven't read it. I have it in my book area. I just haven't read it yet, but I couldn't pass it up. I loved the cover. I thought it was such a vibe. Look at that. Super cute. It says, in the synopsis, it says, she'll have it all or die trying. Brett is dead and Kelly is not innocent. When two fiercely competitive sisters are cast on a reality TV series, one will benefit immensely, the other won't live through the taping. So I'm very excited. This sounds awesome. As soon as I read it, or I might pass this to my sister and then have her give it back after she reads it. We read typically at like the same rate. We're both pretty quick readers. So I'm going to see her later today. I think I'm going to take this to her and let her read it first. Just as like a fun little sister moment. Next up, we have The Resemblance by Lauren Nosset. This is definitely giving Society of Lies by Lauren Lane Brown vibes. I rated that book 5 stars. It was definitely within the top 5, if not the top 3 books I've read so far in 2025. And I've read 22, I think, at this point. Right now, I'm reading A Death at the Party by Amy Stewart, which has got me like shooketh. And I'm only on page 33. I just started this one yesterday. So this is super, anyway, back to The Resemblance. This one sounds really good. It says, never betray the brotherhood. On a November morning at the University of Georgia, a frat brother steps into a busy crosswalk and is struck dead by an oncoming car. More than a dozen witnesses all agree on 2 things. The driver was identical to the victim and he was smiling. So aside from like the Greek, it's also giving, there's like a hidden twin, which reminds me of that one episode of Law and Order where the guy grows up not realizing that he has an identical twin and that twin is like a murderer and then he gets blamed for it. It's like a whole thing. So I'm kind of getting that vibe from reading the cover jacket of this one. So you guys will have to let me know, am I on the right trail with The Resemblance? All right, the only new book that I bought, I couldn't resist. I am a stan for Lucinda Berry. This is 1 in 4, her brand new release. I purchased it the week that it was published. I wasn't going to get it just because I have so many books right now. I was going to wait a little bit, but once I was there, I couldn't help but look and saw it. And so I just went ahead and picked it up. Like, what's one more? You know what I mean? So yes, this is Dr. Laurel Hartwell. Can't believe she's agreed to do a reality TV show. Her years as a chemical dependency counselor and personal history with the show's director make her the obvious choice. So it's like a reality show is being filmed in the book, but it's all live streamed and someone doesn't make it out of the house. So it's like the journey to kind of figure out what's going on with it. I talked about it in my summer blockbusters video. You can go and check that out if you haven't already. This sounds so good. I'm really excited to read this. I have read the first couple of pages. Right now, I have started, oh geez. Okay, I went through like a thing and I started reading all 3 of these at the same time. So like Broken Country, I'm on page 9, which I'll finish that in June because I pulled it for my June TBR. And then I am like on page 33 of A Death at the Party, but then I'm on page 12 of 1 in 4. So I just kind of have like a bunch of little buckets going. We're going to work it all out together. Don't you worry. Okay. This one, it was the cover that got me. Nalini sings Quiet in Her Bones. Look at this. It's absolutely giving creep. I'm really excited to read this. I've never read this author before, and I am trying to kind of expand outside. Like I kind of talked about earlier, I am definitely trying to expand outside of typical authors like Megan Miranda or Mary Kavika and look for more like lesser known, which doesn't even make sense. I'm looking to expand into more authors that are lesser known. There she is. Okay, so I got this one. I think it sounds really good. It is actually set in New Zealand, which I think will be interesting. I've never read a book set in New Zealand, so I am pretty excited for that. It says, my mother vanished 10 years ago, so did $250,000 in cash. Thief, criminal. Now she's back, her bones clothed in scarlet silk. I am really excited because I don't know if the mom is coming back alive. I don't know if the mom is coming back dead. I don't know when she's coming back. I'm really excited. I feel like she's coming back dead because it says at the bottom, even the dead are not allowed to break the rules in this cul-de-sac. So it also has like a little neighborhood tinge. We're going to see. I am getting a very good feeling about it. Next up, we have One Big Happy Family by Jamie Day. In my last Books A Million, like my Feral Books A Million haul, I purchased The Block Party by Jamie Day, and today I got this one. I am reading them hopefully before her newest book comes out on July 15th, which is called The Lake Escape. That one I think will be my favorite. Like The Lake Escape I think will be my favorite. But I wanted to pick this one up because honestly the cover gave me like summer vibes, and it just seemed like a good summer read. And then of course One Big Happy Family, like we all know they are not a big happy family, so this one will be really, really good. I'm excited to dive in there. Is this one, Sophie Hannah's The Couple at the Table. Okay, this one sounds so good. Owners at a posh resort receive an ominous warning with deadly consequences in this latest gripping, twisty psychological thriller from bestselling author Sophie Hannah. The description says Jane and William are enjoying their honeymoon at an exclusive couples-only resort. Love that for them. Until Jane receives a chilling note warning her to beware of the couple at the table nearest to yours. At dinner that night, 5 other couples are present, and none of the tables is any nearer or farther away than the others. It's almost as if someone has set the scene in order to make the warning note meaningless. But why would anyone do that? Someone at the resort will be dead before breakfast, though. The evidence will suggest that no one there could have possibly committed the crime. This one sounds so creepy. This one sounds like it's going to be really good. What I really enjoy is that the plot line seems to be pointing to a different couple and not a murderer like within the couple, if that makes sense, right? Like it's pointing outward, not to one of them, which I really, really enjoy. She's a thickie though. We're going to have to take some time to read this one, but I am super excited for it. Okay, we have hit that point in the video where we go over the one I think I will like the least and the one that I think I will like the most. And this is a toughie. This is definitely a toughie. I think the one I'm going to like the most is going to be Quiet in Her Bones, though I do have like a hint, tinge, whatever inkling you want to call it, that it might be a little bit much past where I prefer to draw the line in thrillers that I like to read and thrillers that are too much for me. So we'll have to see. But out of all of them, I think I'm going to like this one the most. Then I have 2 books that I think I will like the least, which is atypical. I really try to only stick with one. I didn't realize that Never Coming Home was a young adult title, so I think that this one may be a little bit young for me. We'll see. I'm definitely going to give it an open-minded try. But the other one I think that I might not like is The Pink Hotel. And that is because in the jacket description, I didn't read this far, like when I was at the store. I just kind of saw the beginning and was like, yes, queen, like I need that. But towards the bottom, it says the Pink Hotel exposes the tenuous class system within its walls, full of insurmountable expectations and unspoken resentment, which fester as the city burns. I have high hopes for it, but I do have concerns that it's going to fall short. I don't know. I really do love the cover so much, though. We'll see what happens. I just don't know if this is going to be the title for me. So we'll have to see.